You're watching DriftEcho, where control doesn't start with walls, it starts with what people believe is waiting outside them. Season 3 of Silo doesn't just question survival. It questions who defined survival in the first place. The season opens with a sound every resident has been conditioned to fear. The airlock unlocking. The ceiling hiss. The ritual everyone calls cleaning. For generations, the rule was absolute. Outside is poison. One breath ends your life. One step beyond the door is extinction. But systems built on absolute truths rarely survive first contact with evidence. Because cleaning was never just punishment. It was theater. Proof, repeated until it became doctrine. Every exile stepped into the same landscape. Dead soil. Toxic skies. No movement. No life. And every time, the body collapsed, reinforcing the story, reinforcing obedience. Or at least, reinforcing what people were meant to believe. Season 3 begins by pulling directly at that illusion. What if those visuals were never raw reality? What if rebellion didn't fail because the outside was unlivable? But because reality was filtered before anyone could see it clearly? As deeper layers of hidden data begin surfacing, a more terrifying possibility emerges. The system doesn't just hide information. It shapes perception. The screens might not show the world as it is. They might show the world as it needs to appear. Because hope is destabilizing. Curiosity is contagious. And nothing governs behavior more efficiently than fear of the unknown beyond one sealed door. Then comes the fracture that changes everything. The outside world might not be safe. But it might not be instantly fatal either. Fragmented environmental logs show inconsistencies. Toxicity spikes that don't stay constant. Atmospheric readings that fluctuate instead of remaining terminal. Data patterns that suggest simplification or manipulation. Not to protect people. To contain them. Psychological containment becomes the real weapon. If people believe the world is dead, they won't leave. If people believe survival is impossible, they won't question authority. If people believe exile equals certain death, obedience becomes instinct. The silo stops being just a shelter. It becomes a controlled version of reality. And now, tiny cracks are forming. Archived footage with frame loops that repeat too perfectly. Corrupted files that didn't erase cleanly enough. Cleaning recordings with pattern echoes no natural environment would produce. Frames that don't align with environmental telemetry.